Welcome back to the Deep Dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're taking a detailed look at some complex video distribution solutions. Our mission really is to analyze the sources we have on the WolfPack 1080p AV over IP matrix systems.
Right.
And we're focusing specifically on how these things handle, installations with up to 14 GVs. That's the scale we're examining.
And it's interesting because this dive really highlights a pretty fundamental shift in how this stuff is done.
Mm-hmm.
We're moving away from those old clunky copper matrix switches. The core tech now, it's AV over IP audio video over your standard network.
Okay.
And power over Ethernet, PoE.
Ah, PoE, right.
Yeah, so your displays, your extenders, they get data and power through just one Ethernet cable.
Super clean.
It's clean, efficient.
Yeah.
It's really the backbone of modern video setups like this.
Okay, so let's unpack the engineering a bit, the foundation.
Sure.
Looking at the specs, they seem to prioritize reach and keeping it simple. We're talking signals going up to 450 feet using standard CT6.
Yeah, it's a long way.
And pushing 1080p video over just a basic 1 gig network switch.
Right, not needing some crazy expensive switch fabric.
That distance using standard network cable, that's a huge plus compared to trying to run long HDMI cables, which is always a pain.
It is. And what's fascinating is the performance trade-off they've clearly made.
How so?
Well, they've stuck with 1080p as the benchmark. They're sacrificing 4K, maybe.
Okay.
But in return, you get that massive distance and much lower complexity on the network side.
And speed. How fast does it switch?
Crucially, the switching latency is only 80 milliseconds.
80 milliseconds. Is that fast?
It's about the time it takes you to blink.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's near real-time performance.
So no annoying lag when you switch inputs.
Exactly. That's essential, eliminates that frustrating delay.
And beyond just speed, the sources talk a lot about compliance. What about security, handling all that TV content?
That's vital, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially dealing with providers like DirecTV or Dish. The system meets SEC security compliance. That's about regulatory stuff. And HDCP compliance. High bandwidth digital content protection.
Right, the anti-copying tech.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Got to keep the content providers happy. And they do this using efficient compression, like H.264 or H.265.
Which keeps the bandwidth down.
Exactly. Keeps network traffic manageable while still looking good, even with fast-moving sports or action.
Okay, so the engineering sounds pretty solid, but how does the user, actually use it? The interface seems pretty sophisticated. They mention these WolfPad tablet TV control systems running on iPads, Android tablets, over Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's the command center.
And the big feature they highlight is wireless real-time video preview.
And that right there, that's actually quite a feat.
Really? Why?
Well, think about it. It's one thing to send one 1080p stream to one TV, but capturing little live preview feeds of every source simultaneously and streaming those back to a tablet over Wi-Fi.
Ah, I see. That's a lot of little video streams.
It requires really efficient encoding and, frankly, rock-solid Wi-Fi and network management, but it gives the user total confidence. You see what you're sending before you send it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Avoids mistakes. And the control itself seems pretty deep. You can change channels for basically everyone. DirecTV, DISH, cable boxes, Roku.
Direct source control.
And send any channel to any of the up to 14 TVs, or groups of TVs, presumably.
Flexible routing.
Plus, you can remotely turn all the TVs on and off, system-wide power control.
Which is great for end-of-day shutdowns in a commercial space.
And they even mentioned showing the actual floor plan in the app and TV listing.
Yeah, integrating the physical layout and program guide right into the control interface. It connects the software to the real-world installation.
Very slick.
So if we kind of connect that control aspect to the bigger picture, the flexibility really stands out, especially for commercial use or maybe large homes.
Right.
The system supports drag-and-drop video walls.
Video walls, like in sports bars.
Exactly. Any size, any number of them, apparently. And they even mention optional flips. 90, 180, 270 degrees.
So you could mount a TV sideways or upside down for creative effects.
Precisely. It moves beyond just sending TV channels around. It becomes a proper display engine for signage, control rooms, that kind of thing.
Okay, interesting. What about the cost? If someone's designing one of these, what are they looking at?
That's where the financial side comes in. The examples show it's definitely scalable. Base components might be around $150,
Okay.
all the way up to a big 14 by 14 matrix switcher setup listed at just under $5,000, $4,950.
So a range, depending on complexity.
A big range. But the most important point financially that they really stress,
What's that?
No monthly license fee.
Oh, wow. That's huge these days.
It really is. So much enterprise control software runs on subscriptions, SaaS models. This being a one-time hardware cost offers, significant long-term savings and predictability,
Mm.
especially if something rack-mounted and permanent.
Right. You buy it, you own it, no recurring fees.
Exactly.
Okay, so wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the listener? The main takeaway seems to be that this WolfPack system offers really sophisticated yet scalable control for places with lots of screens.
Mm-hmm.
It's rack mountable, field upgradable, and it kind of merges that traditional matrix switcher reliability with the reach and flexibility you get from modern IP networks.
Yeah, it bridges those two worlds, and that actually leaves us with a final thought for you to consider. Given how flexible PoE and IP technology are with that two-way communication, how easily could a system like this, primarily designed for, say, 14 video screens, how easily could it adapt to also manage completely separate things, like audio zones in a bar,
Oh,
or
interesting.
maybe integrated lighting control in a conference room, all running over the exact same network wiring?
So the video system becomes a platform for more.
Potentially, that video solution might just be the foundation for a much bigger, fully unified control platform down the road. Something to think about.